My name's Tom Stevens. Yeah, I just told the switchboard girl that I've just come back from the States and I wanted to get in touch with Graham Curtis. Graham and I went to college together and since I've been away, he's moved house. Yeah, I know you don't normally do that, but couldn't you do for me just this once? Graham and I are old mates. Thanks. Hello? Yeah? 24 Heathville Road. Thanks very much. Thank you. Bye. 24 Heathville Road.
Where have you been? They'll be here soon.
Well, I had things to clear up before half-term. What's all this?
We can't invite them around without giving them something decent.
Well, tea and biscuits would have done.
To Sammy's future in-laws. I'm sure if it was the other way around, he wouldn't be giving us tea and biscuits.
Frank, you don't even know them.
Exactly. That's why they're coming, isn't it? You don't want them to come, do you?
It has to be done.
Well, you could try and enjoy it.
Well, isn't this all a little bit over the top?
Why? My mum had your parents around when we told them we were getting married.
Well, a bit old-fashioned, then?
Well, perhaps it is, but it's the proper and polite thing to do.
Oh, like getting married when you find out you're pregnant.
I think we've discussed all that.
All we seem to have discussed is churches and registry offices and who's wearing what.
They're old enough to know their own minds. They've decided to get married, and that's that.
Well, we don't know what Owen's parents have got to say about that, do we?
What do you mean by that? Something being said?
We don't know what their opinion is yet, do we?
They just have to accept it, won't they?
I better go and get changed then.
How are you going to help me with this lot?
Just leave it. See to it when you come down.
Look, yeah, if she comes in, can you tell her to come straight round? Mike Dixon, yeah, she should have been here ages ago.
Hey, off the phone.
Right. Dad, it's an emergency.
Is it? You can't see the house is on fire.
Well, we've got a gig soon and Tina hasn't even showed up.
Oh, well, if that's all you're worried about, I've had me moments singing down the Legion, you know, if you're stuck, like.
Dad, it's not funny. Look, where is she?
Hey, you don't reckon this is down to Sinnott, do you? Making her late to get us wound up.
That hard-faced boyfriend of hers. He wouldn't do that, would he?
You'd be amazed what that creep can do.
Such as?
You don't think she's gone straight to the poly?
Well, we told her we'd meet her here, you heard, didn't you?
What time do you go on?
Well, after 7, but we've got all kinds to do yet. We've got sound checks and everything.
Actually, I don't think your mum would be able to make it after all, but I can come.
Dad, you know I don't want you there.
Why not? I used to watch you playing footy.
Yeah, but I was 12 then.
I've been listening to you all week in the shop, haven't I? Why shouldn't I see you performing? Is your mum and dad going?
No chance.
Look, I'm going to have to ring the police. She might be down there with Vicky in the Students' Union.
Phone. Thank you. Hey, have you paid that grand check in yet?
Yes.
Yes. Have you got that organ thingy all set?
It's not an organ, it's a synth.
It's an organ to me, son. How much are they anyway?
Don't know. A few hundred, I suppose.
Yeah, I'll be a lot more than that. How much them amps and guitars cost? Tell you what, it must be a good mate lending you something like that.
Oh, it's engaged. Come on, mate, we'll have to go. Dad, you know she turns up. Can you tell her to get straight down to the poly?
Right, will do. And I'll see you after your first gig, eh?
Hold on.
I remember the day we took that insurance policy out. It was the day after Sammy got christened.
Doesn't seem like 5 minutes ago. Never thought I'd be paying for the wedding, would I?
The idea was to help her through college with the money.
She got a decent job in the end.
She could have got better, we both know that. She'll probably never even make hotel manager now.
You don't know that.
How many women hotel managers with children do you know?
She's still got good GCSEs. If she wants a job in the future, she'll get one.
No, something part-time like I've been doing for years.
Come in. Pleased to meet you.
Hello.
Hi. Hi. Hey, this is my wife, Chrissy.
This is John.
Take your coat.
Oh, Tom.
Would you like to sit down there?
It's Trevor.
Frank. Did you find us okay?
Oh, yes, thanks.
Sorry a bit late. I got stuck at work, you know.
I know how it is.
It's a nice house you've got.
Yeah, we've been here about 2 years. We used to live next door but one.
Oh, yes. It's very spacious, isn't it, love?
We're very sorry about this.
Been a bit disappointed in our Owen. He's old enough to know better than to put us in this position.
They both are.
That's right, Trevor, but takes two to... Well, you know, you just can't blame Owen, can you?
So I take it you're not very happy about all this, then?
Oh, well...
I think we both feel it's been a stupid mistake, but, well, what's happened's happened. And all we can do is like, help him as much as possible.
Well, I'm concerned that they haven't given it enough thought.
Chris and I feel the same as you two. I think what we've got to do now is help sort them out.
I've tried talking to them, but you know, the alternatives. But they seem determined, so...
You're right, Frank. All we can do is to get on with it and wish them all the best.
He's right, Trevor.
Now, me and Joan have talked it over. And we don't think it's fair that all the expense should fall on you. I mean, you and Chrissy, like.
I don't think there'll be any problem there. Now, should we go and get something to eat?
Oh, you've not put yourself to any trouble, I hope.
It's just some salad. Frank's made it.
I'll apologise now before we start. Would you like to come through, then?
Thank you.
There's no one answering at all.
Where is she? Keep it ringing.
We're heading for disaster here, I can see it.
She'll come. It's her big break too, you know.
Look at that as well, fourth on the bill. I thought when she said support, we'd be third.
It's still a Polly gig.
It's gonna be a Polly disaster now. Have you checked everything?
It's perfect.
But what about the keyboard?
You programmed it. You know it's spot on.
Hiya, you're set.
Yeah, everything's fine.
It's just a bit cheese, we're only fourth on the bill.
This is Keith the drummer, by the way.
Hi.
His drumming's pretty good, but his PR's lousy.
So you're the woman who's paying us nothing.
See what I mean?
Most new bands wouldn't even be playing here.
No, it's no problem, to be honest.
You'll get a good reception tonight and you'll be back. That's the main thing. And back as fourth on the bill has got to be better than nothing.
Right.
Where's your singer?
She hasn't turned up.
No, she's been a bit delayed. She'll be here in a minute.
Yeah, well, she's not backed out, has she? We've had this before.
No.
Yeah, tell me now if she has and I'll reschedule.
No, honestly, she'll be here. Hey, thanks for the gig.
Yeah, but I've got to go and chase up the Golden Horde. What a gang of planks.
Stop undermining our crowd like that, eh? Saying she hasn't turned up.
She hasn't?
This is down to cynical wasting.
Yeah, that Owen mentioned that, but I didn't realise he was with the league club.
Just missed getting on with Sam here. Would have been handy, but he loves it down there now.
Yeah. I hardly ever go to a match these days. I'm too busy.
I've let it go a bit, but I always look out for talking when the scores come on.
I'll say something for Owen. He's got good taste. Sammy's a lovely girl.
Yeah.
We never had a daughter. Be nice to have a daughter-in-law.
Hey, I bet you never dreamt you'd be a Torquay supporter, eh?
Hardly knew the place existed till he took out Jeff on.
Isn't it about time we talked about the wedding arrangements, Trevor?
You what? I suppose you're right, yeah.
You know they couldn't get into any of the churches. Too short notice.
Yeah, Sammy had set her eyes on the church, but...
Registered office is much cheaper, though, isn't it?
You can see that again.
But like I said, though, Frank, we don't want you and the wife having to pay for everything.
Now, look, we've discussed all that. We've got this policy that's just mature for Sammy. That should take care of things.
Doesn't seem fair. Not with everything so dear these days.
Yeah, well, for our part, we thought we'd pay for a bit of an holiday for them, like.
We never had a honeymoon, so, well...
You know, a week or two in Spain. It's very reasonable this time of the year.
That's very good of you. They love that, won't they, Chris?
Yeah, it's a very good idea.
As a matter of fact, when we found out the date of the wedding, Trevor went and booked it.
Oh, that's great, that isn't it, love? Now, it's the reception that's the problem. Did Sammy tell you she tried to book her place, you know, the hotel? But they can't do it, not even for staff.
Owen said.
They've tried all over. It's hopeless.
But look, I've been thinking about that. If we're not going to have a big, massive do, why don't we have it here?
It's a lot of work, Chrissy.
Well, it won't take that long. And you know, if it's not a massive spread, well, we save a lot of money, you know, not paying through the nose for it in some hotel or other.
Well, if it's not too much trouble, Frank, it sounds fine. It's just like one of the old family weddings, eh?
Exactly, Trevor. A proper family do. It's ages since I've been to a wedding like that. Bottle of ale in the kitchen, pies and sarnies in the parlour.
Just as long as it doesn't end up like your Bill's wedding, do.
Shh, no family secrets, love.
Oh, not until we're related by marriage, eh?
I'm coming.
Oh, is Mike there, please?
No, love, they've gone, and they said get down to Polly as soon as you can.
Oh, David fell off a swing in the park and I had to take him for an x-ray.
Oh, no.
I was there hours. I never thought it'd take that long.
Is he all right?
Yeah, just a bit of bruising and that.
Oh, good.
Thing is, Mr. Dixon, I spent all my cash getting him a taxi up to the Royal and then back down here. You could lend us a fiver, could you?
There's no need for that, love. I'll run you down there in the Moby.
Oh, no, it's all right. I'll give you the fiver back tonight. I'll give it to Mike.
Why do you want to waste your money on a cab?
Well, I don't want to put you out or anything.
Listen, you're not putting me out, all right? I'm here on my own because the wife's working late. Anyway, who wants to watch Meadowcroft Park?
A cab will get me there much quicker if I could just use your phone as well.
Look, will you stop worrying? Our Michael's desperate to have you there. Just give me a sec, I'll grab the keys. Anyway, I can make a night of it now, can't I? I'd like to see you lot on stage. Come, Ed.
Engaged? What's she doing?
Gold and old. What do you reckon?
Garbage.
I think they're all right.
I think we can do better than that. That's if Tina turns up.
You're on in 20 minutes, Mike. Is this singer coming or not?
Yeah, she'll be here.
Mike?
Oh, here she is.
So I see.
What happened to you? We tried to get you for hours. We thought you'd bottled it.
Oh, is everything set up?
We're on after this next lot.
Oh, I'm sorry, I couldn't help it. Oh, David fell off a swing.
What are you doing here?
Mike, don't be so rude. You don't bring me down here. I never made it on the bus. Thanks again, Mr. Dixon.
You're all right, love. You're very welcome. Show must go on, eh, Michael?
Yeah, nice one, Dad. I'll see you later then, eh?
Well, she's going to go on in a minute. I might as well hang around and watch you.
Dad, you know I don't want you here.
Oh, no. Yeah, that can't be that bad. You got to be better than that, love.
You don't have your own dad at your gig. You just don't.
I know. That was the first time.
Dad, you're making a show of me now.
How many times have you made a show of me, like?
Dad, you're too old to be here.
Too old? Behave yourself. You're as old as you feel. Where's this cheap bar, anyway? Actually, I'm going to enjoy this, you know. It's been years since I had a bottle of Nuki Brown.
Oh, why did you have to be late, eh? This would never have happened if you'd have turned up.
I had to take my brother from the x-ray.
Well, you could have phoned.
Get off me back, will you, Mike? I'm nervous enough as it is.
Nervous?
Yeah, just leave me alone.
Why did he have to show up?
He is a boyfriend.
He's a pain. Why doesn't he let her get on with it? He doesn't own it.
I never get like this. Not usually, anyway.
It's a big gig. It's important to you. You'll be all right once you're on.
It's all the rushing round after our David.
Yeah, that's what it'll be. Just try and relax, eh?
Can't you give me something to calm me down?
No, you'll be all right, mate, honest. Are you ready, Tina? Don't give her hassle, eh? She's nervous. I don't want you giving her any dope, OK? Don't you tell her what you can.
Okay, you two. Don't want any dope. Just want this over.
Suppose a beer's all right, is it? Take a big swig. You don't look at your eye having here, Dicko.
OK, Mike, you're on next.
Right, let's go. You're gonna be great, kid. Don't let him push you around.
Sammy and Owen don't know how lucky they are. When my mum met her mum and dad, we had to be there, didn't we, Chris?
It was the same with us, wasn't it, love?
You remember me mum, Chris, with her new false teeth? Terrified she was, scared stiff in case she had to eat something she couldn't manage. Got on all right in the end, though, didn't he, Chris?
Yeah.
So it was all for us yet, eh?
Are you sure I can't help you wash up, Chrissy?
No, it's all right. There's not much. I can manage.
Well, if you're sure.
You know, if you fancy going to the match sometime, Frank.
I'm game, Trev. Like I say, I've let it slide a bit. Now I can't go with Aunt Jeff.
I think we should be getting off now, Trev.
Oh, there's no need for that. Have another drink. You sure I can't get you something? A martini or something?
Not for me, thanks.
Trevor.
I'm all right, thanks, Frank.
Thank you very much for a lovely tea.
Showing you welcome, love, any time.
I'll hold you to that over the match, Frank.
OK, Trev.
If you want to phone us about the wedding arrangements, you've got our number.
Well, I think they're all just about sorted out, don't you?
Yes, well... Bye-bye.
Right. Good night, take care.
Good night. Bye-bye.
You could have joined in a bit more. You left it all down to me.
You know what I feel about this wedding.
Yeah, but...
Even if I'd wanted to stop it, what chance have I got with you three railroading through the arrangements? I mean, just whose wedding is this, Frank?
Come on, let's see you clap your hands. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Just a little bit. Ow. You don't have to tell me what you're thinking. I know what's on your mind. What makes you think I don't care about you? Come on, let's give it a try. Give me some of your love. I'll be right by your side. Give me some of your love. Let's make it worthwhile. You don't understand me, baby. Don't I have to treat me right? Treat me right. No need to apologize. If you could keep me satisfied. Oh, if you could keep me satisfied. Give me some of your love. Some of your love. I'll be right by your side. Give me some of your love. Some of your love. Let's make it worthwhile.
you take? Did he give it to you? Tina! What do you mean to show us? We're knackered here forever.
What are you doing, Dixon? Leave it alone.
She's wrecked our gig. We're finished here now.
You don't lay your finger on it.
You did this, didn't you? Where was the acid? Was it in the can of lager? You did this on purpose, didn't you? You did it to wreck our gig.
Hey, no wonder you didn't want me here tonight, eh? What kind of a flaming show was that? I thought you came here to learn, not make a show of yourselves.
He spiked Tina's drink.
What, you mean drugs?
Yeah, he fed her acid before she went on. Why do you think she was stripping off like that?
It's him who's off his head.
No, you spiked our Jackie's drink last year. You spiked mine. When are you going to learn?
You? You did that to my daughter. I'll break your... No, come here, I'll kill you! Back at it. Let me go, I'll break him in half!
I don't care what he did. This is my fight. It's got nothing to do with you.
Oh! Come, I'll lynch you!
No, that's just making everything worse.
Stop then! Put that fire out! I want that diary!
He killed her! He killed her!
Graham Gordon Curtis, I'm charging you with the murder of Susan Jane Sullivan and her son, Daniel Sullivan, on Friday, October the 4th this year. You don't have to say anything.
I didn't.
But anything you say may be used in evidence.
Scumbag press.
What are they on about now?
It's got nothing to do with them. Love triangle. What's that supposed to mean?
Well, it doesn't mean anything, does it, sir?
I mean, the way they're going on, you'd think we were into wife swapping or something.
You won't stop reading all this stuff. Well, it's just winding you up, isn't it?
Can't help myself. I promised I wouldn't. But it's just like I keep looking at it every day. It's like a morbid fascination.
Just drink your coffee, mate.
You know what? You know when he charged that Graham fella with murder? I thought that was it. Thought I'd be able to rest. Sue and Danny's names wouldn't be in the paper anymore. But this has just put them in overdrive, hasn't it?
All right, thanks a lot.
Thanks.
Ta.
Right, thanks.
After you, ladies. See ya. Just at the edge of chivalry's dead, eh?
Not me.
So what are you doing here anyway, mate? Thought one would have been at college.
I'm just doing my bit, you know.
Skiving, you mean, don't you? Never mind, mate. When you're a big rich rock star, you'll be able to leave all this way behind.
I did a gig on Friday.
Not the British leg iron again, was it?
Nah, it was at the Poly.
Who at the big time, eh?
We bombed.
Wrong music?
Nah, it was the wrong gig. If it would have been a strip club, it would have been sound.
Why?
Well, Tina, the lead singer, she decided to strip off. That's why I'm working here, you know, to save myself from all those embarrassing questions you get at the Poly.
So where's your next gig, then?
I don't know. I'll have to tap into the club circuit, I think.
All right, Dad.
Suppose you've seen the papers?
Yeah.
Well, at least it looks as if they're charging this Curtis fella.
Suppose he gets them off my back, eh? I wish they'd let me have 5 minutes when I went to kill them.
That wouldn't have got you anywhere, son.
Doesn't matter, does it? My life's not worth living anyway.
Thanks. Yes.
What is it?
Yeah, read that.
I'm getting your eggs. Just tell me.
Cheap insurance. Now that we've got the mortgage, I'll change the house contents policy from my dad's company.
Does that make much difference?
Not half. We'll save a fortune and get better cover.
I like it when you take charge.
Oh.
All right, Mick.
All right. Wet the bed, have you?
Oh, right between the shoulder blades. Hey, mate, I couldn't interest you in some fireworks, could I?
Yeah, you couldn't.
Oh, come on. The kids will love them.
All right. I remember last year's damn squids. The flood-damaged ones. Anyhow, I've got some from Ron Dicko's shop.
Oh, I bet you paid over the odds for them, didn't you?
Hey, listen, mate, I don't think I can afford the windows this time.
Oh, well, you're all right. You can always.
No, I don't think so, mate.
Come on, on the house.
No, I better not. I don't want to get into any kind of debt, no matter how small.
You still looking for another job?
Oh, I've got to, haven't I? I mean, the hours don't fit in with the kids being at school. And Gemma's really settled now. And I never know if Joe's will try and get them back, you know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean.
Anyway, there's too many cabs in Liverpool, so there's no cash going around. I mean, Terry being the way he is.
Yeah, and what if you lose your house?
I don't know, though. The housing market's still quiet. Nobody's been that interested yet.
Still, though, mate, I wouldn't bother doing it up if there was a chance of getting evicted.
The winter will knacker it if I don't. I'll probably still be here this time next year.
End of another chapter for Terry, eh?
Yeah. I'll have to get over there and see him, have a chat about the cab.
Well, rather you than me, mate.
I don't know. It'll probably be easier now that he's no longer under suspicion, you know what I mean?
Hey, do you reckon Sue was doing a number with that fella they arrested?
I'd love to say no chance. No one's surprised me these days, you know what I mean?
Mr. Johnson?
You're not social workers, are you? Only could do with a couple of them round here, lad, couldn't we?
All right, sir. No, I'm Mr. Johnson.
Oh, good. The estate agent sent us.
Is it convenient for us to have a look round?
Yeah, come in.
Nice front door.
Yes, it is.
Have you thought any more about telling Nicky and Tomo about us owning the house?
Oh, it's all right. I'll get it sorted.
Well, I think you should tell them soon. I'll tell them if you like.
No, it's all right. I'll tell them. I'll tell them when they're both here together.
How do you think they're going to take it?
Fine.
Are you sure?
Well, we'll give them notice.
Well, I think Tomo's going to be all right, but I think Nicky will kick off.
Do you think so, yeah?
Yeah. If I was you, I'd just tell them as soon as possible.
The house has a nice feel to it. Warm.
Yeah, we were happy here.
Garden shouldn't present too much of a problem.
Wouldn't need to decorate immediately either.
No. Oh, you've obviously looked after the place.
Yeah, thanks.
Can I just ask you something?
Far away.
That police van being driven away,
Yeah, my mate across the close, he had his wife and son murdered at the shops at the back of the school.
that's terrible.
Look, we better go, hadn't we?
Oh, right. Can we call back and finish off later? I've got to be back at school.
School?
Yes, Brookside Comprehensive.
Oh, you work there?
Almost. I'll see you later.
We'll see ourselves out.
Sit down, see you. What are they gonna buy?
I don't know. Coming back later.
Must like it then, eh?
Gotta go to Brookie Comp.
Why?
I don't know. He doesn't give much away.
Well, at least they know about Sue and Zanny getting murdered, don't they?
I sin. I hate to use Terry's tragedy to my own advantage, but I was hoping it might scare them off, you know.
Yeah, well, I'd do that for my kids. How'd you meet?
All right, Sim.
How's it going, mate?
Not so good.
Well, what's up?
I'm working hard, aren't I? Trying to keep straight. But every now and then I get a bit jumpy, do you know what I mean?
Why?
Why? Because I'm only a two-bit caretaker for Barry Grant, aren't I? I'm broke and I'm 40 next week.
You're 40?
I need to settle down, I'm telling you. I want to settle down.
So, how are things going with your ex, Jackie?
Hey, I've got a sneaky feeling that you know that fella of his, Ken Sumner? I reckon he's done a bit of a bunk, hasn't he? So I could be in there with a chance to win her back.
Ah, but you want her back, though?
Don't know whether I do. Or whether it's these 40-something blues. I mean, look at me. What have I got, hey? A wife, a daughter, a son who don't want to even know me. Some cruddy flat stuck up there.
Are you chasing the work, like?
Yeah. Well,
well, I'm doing all right. I've got my window down. I've got these. Well, I've got Dickos, and I should get the rest of them in the open.
Right. So how's your love life, then?
Me and Marcia?
No. You and Kim Basinger?
It's funny you should say that, because we've been going out together for 9.5 weeks. Nah, we're all right, yeah, you know, sounds a pound. We're just like that. Well, actually, we're like that, really.
Oh, aye. So you haven't,
What?
you know...
I mean... No, I mean, Marcia's different, isn't she?
She's a woman, isn't she? Listen, you take much longer, and she'll start looking around for someone a bit more exciting. I'm telling you.
Oh, I think it's really nice.
And too convenient.
Convenient for what?
At school. I'm the new deputy head at Brookside Comprehensive. I've just accepted the post.
Lucky to get a new job at the moment, aren't you?
Oh, there's still plenty of movement in education, you know.
So you're not from round here, then?
No, we're up from Stamford in Lincolnshire.
Moving up to the gritty north, eh?
Oh, we come up quite a bit. We've got friends in Southport and we love the lakes.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's loads going on up here.
Oh, more than Stamford, anyway.
Still plenty of development in the city and more plans for the docklands, I believe.
So you've been doing your homework, eh?
Oh, that's the school teacher, isn't it?
So will you be starting the school soon, then?
Next term, January.
And I'll just follow her about wherever she wants to go, you know.
Hey, the woman next door, she's a secretary at the school.
Oh, really?
You'll probably bump into her if you take this place.
Oh, we've not decided yet. We've got a couple more places to see.
Oh, right. Yeah, well, you've probably got the pick of the houses, you know, with more space and that.
I don't know, really. I've always fancied a bungalow. May we come in?
Yeah, sure.
Thanks.
Hey, not interrupting anything, am I? You look knackered.
Do you know what? You say the nicest things. Is any tea on, Day?
Yeah, I'll get you on.
Busy night, then? Well, the usual, you know. Had a cracking domestic, though. Got caught at some house in Kensington. Some woman caught her husband playing round. So she put Fiery Jack down his undies. Money put them on.
So, like, why did she call the busies?
No, she didn't. It was him. She locked him in the living room and he was trying to get to the bathroom to get some cold water.
Well, I don't think that's funny. Could have been serious.
Teach him not to play around anymore, won't it?
Hiya.
All right. Where have you been?
I've been to some new health club in town. It was brilliant.
Oh, dear. Is that the new one by the Flagstaff?
Yeah.
It's run by a gangster, that. And he's done time for armed on a post office him.
Armed what?
Armed robbery.
Well, he's got a good health club going anyway.
Yeah, that's with all his... What's up with you two?
Nothing. Well, it is actually like, you know.
Oh, come on, spill. Is it a rent rise or something?
No, well, we've taken out a mortgage out on the place, you know.
So?
Well, what it means is...
It's all right, I'll explain.
Explain what?
Well, you know, we want the house. We want the house to ourselves, like, you know.
Oh, I knew it. I thought there was something wrong this morning when you asked me did I want something to eat. It wasn't like that. We only just discussed it today. Oh, I know, yeah, but I know you. You probably planned it all out.
No, she didn't. I decided I was going to tell you today.
Well, you could have told us in advance, give us time to plan things, like.
Well, it's not like we're kicking you out. All we're saying is we want the place to ourselves, like, eventually, you know.
Oh, so eventually we'll have no home? Look, we're just giving you fair warning. We don't want to see anyone out in the street. Oh, that's kind of you.
Don't start, Nicky.
I'm not starting anything. All this is her fault. None of this would have happened if she hadn't been here.
Look, we're engaged. We're going to get married. This is going to be our home.
Oh, and the little lovebirds lived happily ever after.
When you're at your age.
Look, everyone just calm down.
And whose side are you on, Dog Breath? Look, we've made a decision. And it wasn't easy. We don't want to see you out in the streets, so don't exaggerate. We're just giving you fair warning, that's all. And if you dislike me company that much, well, you can go now. I'll bide me time, thanks, Lady Di. And while I decide when and where I'll go, I'll just check up where I stand as a tenant.
How is it today?
Not too good. He had to go with me and his old fella this morning.
What about?
Well, anything. Nothing.
Is he any better since he arrested the other fella?
I bet, yeah. But I mean, said he wanted to get that Curtis. The way it is, the busy should have let him.
Listen, I only just got away with taking the law into my own hands, you know.
Yeah, well, his ways and his ways, Mick, you know what I mean? All right, Mick.
Good to see you, mate.
Yeah, well, about time I surfaced.
When the time's right, he'll do it.
Feels like I've got a ton weight around my shoulders.
Yeah, I know the feeling.
Josie's still walking around, though, isn't she?
Do you want a coffee or something, Mick?
Yeah, cheers, bud.
Suppose you want to talk about the future?
Could do with it, Tess. I'm still looking for another job that'll fit in with the kids, you know.
Can't be easy.
You're not kidding. But I'll still keep putting in some time in on the cab, you know, to help keep things going. Maybe, if you got behind the cab again, it might take your mind off things a bit. Oh, well, we're doing all right. We're making this settle, plus a bit extra.
Do you know what really bothers me, eh? What really bothers me? You know, when I first met Sue, it was like I couldn't see any other person. Do you know what I mean? I just wanted to be with her. I used to ache to be with her. And then when things went wrong with Danny and that, I didn't want to see her again. It was like she didn't exist.
You don't have to do this to yourself, Tess.
And she came back to me. After all I'd done and all I'd said to her, she came back to me. I said I was going to burn her, you know. Can you believe that? And she still came back. And I still give her a hard time. Why didn't I just say I forgived her? I just had to say I forgive you and I love you. And say it now, can't I? It's easy. She's not here. I'm stupid. I must be stupid.
It's not your fault, mate.
It is, though, isn't it? If I hadn't let her go back to work, she'd never have met that murderer. She'd still be here, wouldn't she? She'd still be here.
Teddy, don't go blame yourself, mate.
What do you know, eh? All I got from you was she deserved the way I treated her. You were always winding her up.
I was just watching out for you, sir.
Yeah, well, I was old enough to watch out for myself, wasn't I? You were always there whispering, you hated it, I'm gonna kill you.
Get back in it.
Get off me! Come on!
Get off!
Take it easy. I'm sorry, mate. I'm off my head. I know you wouldn't do nothing to hurt her.
All right.
Hello. You look under the weather to me.
Yeah, well, I've been on nights, haven't I? All right, Nan.
Hiya.
Oh, I just had to be with my own family.
Why? What's the problem?
Oh, I couldn't burden you with me problems, son.
Oh, you must.
They're too painful and personal. Very personal.
Oh, I'll go and get another wash, eh?
So, what's on your mind then?
Yeah, I know I'm F, but you're still not getting any fireworks. Go home.
All right, Jim.
All right, Mike. Giving your hassle, are they?
No, nothing I can't handle.
Where'd you here, anyway? Thought you'd be down at that, students' union thing, you getting bevied and that.
Chance to be a fine thing. This course I'm doing's dead heavy going.
So what are you doing skiving here, then?
I'm not skiving. I'm working for my dad. And anyway, I've been revising all morning, in between people asking me if there's any yesterday's bread or out-of-date sausages.
Hey, hang on. When they had all that queuing in Poland, you know, and Russia for bread, we laughed over here, didn't we? But now, there's a lot of us who are worse off, I'm telling you.
All right.
God's that a sulk? Or are you just pleased to see me?
Right, I'll go and cut my toenails or something. Cheers.
See ya.
Suppose you want to talk about last Friday night?
Nice guess.
Women's intuition.
Didn't think you were into all that old-fashioned stuff.
I'm not. Some of it makes sense. Never had you down as a shopkeeper.
Never had you down as a stripper.
Got the band noticed.
You got us flung off the stage.
Look, if you think I'm going to be embarrassed about taking my clothes off on stage, you're going to be disappointed.
But I don't want you taking them off in public.
God, it's only a body, for God's sake. My body.
But I don't want you flashing it round.
Friday night isn't the real problem, is it? Well, come on then. Tell me what's really on your mind. There you go.
Thanks, love. Oh, I feel such a fool.
Why?
That Cyril Dixon was a bigamist. He had wives all over the place.
A bigamist?
Made a laughing stock of me, yes.
Nan, bigamy's against the law.
I know, son. But he charmed me.
Is this what all this Morecambe thing was about? Hey, did his family know about all this?
They've only just found out. I should have told them sooner, but I was so happy to have someone of my own. Well, almost. I mean, I was even prepared to share him.
But what did his family say when they found out?
Oh, they've disowned him. But he's gone off again.
Nan, you know, you're better off without him if he was that sort of bloke.
But I was looking forward to such a lovely wedding. I mean, you and Diana make such a lovely couple, and I was hoping me and Cyril could have been there with you.
Oh, just forget about him. He's not worth it.
You don't know what it's like for a woman of my age. I was hoping he'd be around to protect me. Women of my age get moped. And the nights are already drawing in.
Nan, the clocks only went back on Saturday.
Not easy when you're on your own. People take advantage.
Don't cry, please.
I'd have gone anywhere with him. Morecambe, Hong Kong. He said he was in Afghanistan with the Russians, you know, and I'd have gone there with him. But no. What does he do? Takes me to the brink of happiness. Promised me nights of unbridled passion. I was a fool, Rod. I was like a camel with my head buried in the sand.
A camel? When I'm upset, I just think of lying on the beach in the sun. Oh, he's just not worth it.
You're right, love. He's not worth it. He's a scab. He's just a dirty old philanthropist.
What?
Ooh, I hope I never see him again. I never do. I'll cut his lips off.
Yeah, I'll admit the issue's about Sinnott as well.
His name's Greg.
It's Sinnott to me. I knew him at school.
So that's what this is? Some petty schoolboy rivalry?
No, it's deeper than that.
What? You stole all your conkers?
Not interrupting anything, am I, kids?
What do you want?
A jar of coffee if you're not too busy. Hey, and none of that decaf muck either. Can't be doing with all this. Taking the stimulants out of stuff. Can you, lovey?
Anything else?
No, there you go. I think you'll find that's right. Cheers. Cheers.
Ah. As far as I'm concerned, Friday night at the Poly is history.
But I don't want the band to be history.
You worry too much. Half of the bands that go on stage are off the red smoke and dope anyway.
Oh, Brill, so that makes it right, does it?
No, it makes it nothing. If they want to take drugs, that's their business.
And what about the kids that follow them, eh? And I don't mean the 20-year-old basket cases. I mean the 14 and the 15-year-olds who think, yeah, the band takes speed, we'll have to have a go.
MC Hammer, rap on again and tell the world about nasty drugs. You're getting boring, Mike. All this because I smoke dope.
No, you took hard drugs on Friday night. You didn't know where you were or what you were doing.
Don't exaggerate.
Tina, my dad's still on my case about all this, and especially when he found out about the fabulous Greg Sinnott. He thinks you're crazy knocking around with him.
I like your dad. But I won't have him or you telling me what to do. I'm over 18, I make my own choices, and Greg is my choice.
You don't know what you're getting into.
You don't give up, do you? I took that acid on Friday because I wanted to, my choice.
But it wasn't our Jackie's choice when Sinnott spiked the drink with acid, was it? Or when he did mine and put me out my skull. Oh, didn't you know? Didn't Greg tell you? And that I spiked this coke? Yeah, I was stupid to do it, but that was my choice. You make your own choices, Tina. But I'm telling you, ditch Sinnott, or the band ditches you.
Oh, yeah? Oh, that's great. Thanks very much. Thank you.
I'll be going.
Great, done it. One registry office booked.
Great. I can feel it all getting pulled together now.
The only thing is, I'll have to arrange transport for people getting there and back, won't I?
Just give me a list of the people who haven't got transport. I will do the rest.
You sure?
Father of the bride, trust me. Hi, love.
All right.
That's the registry office boxed off, and I'm sorting out the transport down here.
Oh, so we couldn't get a church at all then?
Well, I tried all over. It's a bit short notice, you know.
You could put it back for a bit if you want, love.
No, beggars can't be choosers.
Look, I tell you what, when we get a few, Bob, we'll have one of those renewal of wedding vow things, eh?
I know, but it just would have been nice to have a church wedding.
Now, I'll make you a drink.
Look, the important thing is we're getting married, not where we're getting married.
I know, but well, I've just been talking to Rod Cogill's girlfriend and...
Amongst others. I saw you talking to Jimmy Dean over there.
Are you jealous?
Me jealous? You're joking, aren't you? This time last year I'd have broken his nose, but now I'll just kill him.
Drink on.
Please, Mr. Rogers.
Told you before, call me Frank.
We better sort these wedding invitations out.
Sort out the wedding list.
Oh, Dad, I don't want a big fuss.
No fuss to me, Sam. First one of my kids to tie the knot. This is special.
Did you take Meadowcroft Park?
Oh, no.
Listen, I know you're staying here for a while, but there are things you're going to need. You know, for when you get your own place.
Yeah, but, well, I just feel a bit cheeky asking for a list. We'll just take what we get.
OK.
Do you reckon that was a hint?
What about?
Well, setting ourselves up.
Do you reckon we should find somewhere to live as soon as we get married?
No, it will be a bit crowded here, like with the 6 of us, but can we afford it anyway?
I want to make sure we can afford it.
On a grant.
Well, I won't be on a grant, will I, if I leave college?
What? You're packing it in?
Yeah, and if I wait till the end of the term, I won't have to pay the grant back, will I?
What are you packing in?
He wants to pack in college.
Look, I want to support my wife and kid. I've asked for more hours at the cafe.
Owen, will you think about this, please? You're doing A-levels.
Look, the cafe's only a temporary thing, just till I get a proper job.
He's got a point, love. A man's got to provide for his wife and kids. It's expected of him.
I know, but I just don't want you regretting it at a later date.
I won't. I don't want us scrimping and scraping. Things are going to work out just fine. You'll see.
Right, open your eyes.
Oh, nice one. When's that for?
It's called a going away outfit, but really it's just for after the wedding, you know, in the evening.
Oh, I had a special negligee for that.
No, I hope it suits you. So do you really like it then?
Oh, yeah. Looks great. And you look great, innit?
Oh, I've got something else to show you.
Oh, now it's the negligee.
Is that all you can think of?
Yeah. Morris Cosmetics.
It's a new cosmetics counter in town. They're looking for staff.
And you applying, yeah?
Yeah, I've always wanted a job like that. They wear this white overall with tangerine piping. Looks great.
So when's the interview?
Tomorrow.
Oh, better get cracking on the application form. They want to know everything here.
Will you help me?
Well, it's only a form. I mean, I don't know how to answer some of this stuff. How do you describe yourself? What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you'll have to help me. Your writing's better than mine.
Oh, come on, Diana, it's going to take ages. Hey, your writing was all right on that big Christmas card you sent me. You know, one with all the old writing on and all that.
Oh, no, that's calligraphy. My friend did that for me. She goes to night classes. Go on, it's really important. The pay's much better. It'll help with the mortgage.
Yeah, but they're going to realise it wasn't your writing anyway when you start filling in order forms.
I know, but it's personnel who do the interviewing, and it won't make any difference once I get the job. Oh, go on, I get really confused with this sort of thing. And you're used to filling forms in with being a policeman.
I know. That's why I don't want to do it.
Oh, Rob, please.
What's your Mikey?
All right.
Lost something?
Yeah, maybe.
Thought a lot about your opinion of me doing the dance of the 7 Veils on Friday and taking that acid.
And?
And I still think the band can go places.
But will you be with her? What about excess baggage in it?
I went to him, talked to him, and asked him about what he did to your Jackie.
And me.
And you.
So, what did he say?
Swore a lot, called you some names. And then I told him you were finished.
Why?
Because what he did to your Jackie.
So you're back with me now, then?
Back with you? I've never been with you. Look, I made the choice between the band and Greg Sinnott, not you and Greg Sinnott, so our relationship is strictly business.
Well, what about that dope? You don't still take that rubbish, do you?
Look, I'm not changing my life for the band, Mike.
But you don't need that rubbish inside you.
It does less harm to my body than alcohol would.
Prove it.
I can't and I don't intend to, but there's loads of people, like that Judge Pickles fella, who reckon the laws should be relaxed. There must be something in it.
Well, that's their opinion. Mine's just as good as theirs.
Aren't there more important things to think about, like when the next gig is? And in case you've forgotten, you've got a keyboard on HP to pay for.
There you go, son. Find me a job.
Yes, any job, Dad?
Yeah, any job will do, mate.
Canvasser.
Nah, it's no good. I don't like tents.
Solicitor.
Well, there's a good job. You could be one of those one day.
You going to court again, Dad?
No, I don't have to go to court, son.
Why can't you just stay in the taxis?
Well, since your mum left, it's getting too hard to do the hours and look after you two.
You get married again?
What? Who'd have me? I don't even get a chance to see women, so never mind marry one. Private to death. That skipped a beat.
Why were you looking in the mirror again?
Hey, kids, that's Master Sinbad to take the real mask off.
Yeah, very funny. Who wants to do trick or treat?
Me!
You don't mind, do you?
No, these are great, but I'll get them to paint the faces.
You should see the outfit Sinbad's wearing.
Hey, Mick, you're gonna love it.
Yeah, well, if it's like the one you wear, that'll be a riot.
Oh, yeah, kids, have you noticed your dad's humour isn't a strong point? Come on, let's go. Come on, babes.
Hey, listen, Mars, I'll have to get them in the bath before we go, though.
Do you want me to give you a hand?
No, thanks, babe.
Sinbad said you had some more people around looking at the bungalow.
Oh, no. I'm praying to God that they don't come back. But he likes the garden, and she's just got a job at Brookie Comp.
Oh, let's hope she won't want to live so close to work.
I don't want to go, but if I have to... I don't know how I'm going to break the news to them, Mars.
I'll have to break my news to him gently.
Right. What do you think are your best attributes?
I'm pleasant, hard-working, I get on with people, I like children.
What's that got to do with it?
What?
Liking kids?
I don't know.
Well, I can't put that down, can I? I don't want you looking soft.
I do get on with people, though, don't I?
Yeah? You got something on your mind?
Nikki.
Oh, forget about it.
I can't. I try and be dead nice to her. And then the other morning we were getting on great and she said some nice things. And then...
Oh, you know what? Nikki's a narc. Don't let her put you off. Right. Now, let's concentrate on making a good application for this job. Next question. What has been your most rewarding experience in the last 2 years?
Well...
Oh, you got some bottles, son.
Hey, looks great though, lad, doesn't he?
Suits you a bit too much.
Big Johnson, prepare to meet. Did I make it?
Do you want to take it up with these two tenors?
All right, come in, Mars.
Oh, come on, we need to talk. Just listen, will ya? It's about the flat.
Oh, all right. Is it my turn to tidy up or something?
No, it's not that.
Me socks?
Please. Look, when we were mates, it was fine being in the same place. But, well, now we're supposed to be going out together. You must admit, it's a bit embarrassing.
What is?
All sorts of things. We're in the same room, sleeping on makeshift beds. We don't really have any privacy. I'll have to move out.
Pass me the address book for Nisha, please.
Have you done Ronnie's yet?
No, not yet.
Well, I'll tell you what. You do all the mates, and I'll do all the relatives on my side. How's that?
All right. Have you been counting up?
No, I thought you were.
Hi, Mum.
Hiya.
Do you want a cup of tea, Mrs. Rogers?
Yes, please, love, thank you.
Yeah, I'll get it.
No, you sit down, I'll go.
Busy day?
Oh, well, even though it's half term, there's still loads to do. You want it done just right, don't you?
Well, as right as it can.
How many are coming to the wedding?
Well, we don't know. I thought Owen was counting up and he thought I was.
Hey, am I being talked about again in there?
I'm just wondering where we're going to fit the thousands you've invited to this wedding.
Hi, Chris.
Hiya. We just thought Natty's coming to the wedding.
Well, as many as they want. Get everyone down.
Drink?
Any lager in the fridge?
Oh, there's two in the cupboard.
It's all love. I'll tell you what, Owen. Come and help me move these dressing tables upstairs. Then we'll have a can and have a chin wag.
Okay.
What are you doing?
Just making more space for your bridal suite.
Away, Dad.
Do you want a tea or coffee, love?
Tea, please.
How long is it since you've seen Ronnie?
Must be yonks ago. Mum. I had to sell for a registry office.
Oh, I thought you'd be lucky to go to church. Are you disappointed, love?
Yeah. But we're going to avoid the things you hated doing in your marriage.
Yeah, I know.
What's happened? Well, I mean, you just seem dead different.
I haven't just finished at school. I left at 4 o'clock and I went down the Albert Dock. Watched all the kids running around in the Halloween stuff. Then I sat on my own in one of the bars, drank coffee, and I thought and thought.
What about?
Oh, everything. Your dad and I, you children. Things are clearer now than they've ever been.
What does that mean?
I know what you want. And I understand why you want it. I've been trying to run your life for you, and maybe I shouldn't have done. But now I've got everything sorted out in my mind, Sam. I know what it is I've got to do. I know how I've got to do it. Don't worry, love. I'm doing what's best all round.
Hey, Sim, where's that party your master going to?
To Devonshire.
Oh, nice one.
Ta-da!
Hi, I'll kill you two.
And then I'm gonna eat you.
Well, what do you think?
It's all right. Didn't realise it was your coming out party.
Right, we all set?
Yeah, Mick, can I just have a word with Mars?
Oh, all right, then. We'll get off and catch us up, eh?
Sure.
Come on, kids.
You're not gonna get all moody on me, are you?
No, look, I just want to put your mind at rest so you can stay at my flat.
Yeah, I know, and I really appreciate it. But the place is too small for us. It'll start getting cramped, that'll get on our nerves, and then we'll get on each other's nerves. And I don't want that.
I see your point.
Oh, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Where you gonna go?
Oh, we'll sort that later. The kids will be missing us.
Mars.
I've had the offer of a room, but I'll have to look around a bit first.
Well, where's this room you've been offered?
It's not what you think, it's just...
It's Ellis Johnson's place, isn't it?
No, it's not. It's his mates.
Oh, but he owns it, though, doesn't he? Just like everything else, including you, if he could.
It's not like that.
Oh, come off it, Mars. 10 minutes with him, he'd be all over you like a rash.
He's not sleeping in the same room, yeah. He's
Oh,
got
but
his
he's
own.
in the same house, though, isn't he?
Oh, for God's sake, he's perfectly safe.
Yeah, that's what they said about Freddy Krueger.
Look, Simba, will you just listen? I've got no interest in Ellis at all. He's an ex-boyfriend who makes me laugh. But you're my fella now, and you make me laugh. And I thought jealousy was supposed to be a little green devil. Dracula's supposed to be exciting and daring.
Still try to win you back, though, won't he?
He's got no chance. Come on, let's go.
That's frightened me.
All right. Good. Here we go. Oh, wait, go on, sir.
Oh, don't feel faulty.
All right,
Is it all right before entrance?
All right, Sinbad. Hey, that's the first time I've seen you in gear. That suits you.
It's not like you to be funny, Rod. This is Marcia, by the way, in case anyone wants to know.
right. Saves you life, Marcia.
Yeah, Rod's a local cynic and all.
Thank you. Oh, isn't it nice having good neighbours?
Well, everybody needs good neighbours, you know what I mean?
On that note, I think we better go. Listen, thanks for everything. Say goodbye.
Yeah.
Bye. See ya.
All right, tonight. Oh, by the way, listen, if you're going out tonight, keep your eyes open, won't you?
Why?
See where you're going. Goodbye.
Good night.
Keep your windows closed.
Sure. I feel better about staying now. The neighbours are so nice.
They're nice because you're nice.
Oh, that's a lovely thing to say.
I'm all heart.
Oh, will you help me with some of the questions from the interview before we go out?
Oh, don't worry about it. The form's already done. And we've already been through some of the questions they might ask.
I know, but it's really important, and I want to make sure that I'm sitting right. And what was it you said?
Right, OK. Sit relaxed. Look confident, not cocky. Look at the person who's talking to you. But if there's a panel right, look at each one of them in turn. Not like that. Do you think your head's bolted on?
Oh, Rod, do you think I'm doing the right thing?
Don't worry about it. It's only an interview.
The wedding?
2-week wine. Brilliant.
Tastes all right, why not?
It saves a fortune, this, you know. And I could have got some homebrew gin and tonic and pina colada. Yeah, they got everything down there, you know. I was going to get some bitter, but one of the lads at work said he can get me a couple of bottles and a gas cylinder.
Frank.
And he's got a mate on the bread vans who can get us sausage rolls, pies, the lot.
Frank.
What, love? Hey, see this stuff? You got to make sure it's dead clean, you know, otherwise you end up with a load of vinegar.
When our Sammy's married, As soon as her and Owen are settled.
And he will be settled. They're perfect for each other. I know what you're going to say, Chris, but...
I wasn't going to say that.
All right, sorry. But they're different from us, aren't they? I mean, he's not like me. He's got a sound future ahead of him.
Yeah, having a college education's going to help him.
Yeah, well, he's packing that in, isn't he?
Packing it in since when?
Well, he told me before. But he's doing the right thing, Chris, supporting his wife and kid.
I don't really want to talk about them now.
Pass that bung, will you, Chris? Towel.
Frank, you're missing the point of what I'm saying. My children are independent now. Katie's just got to untie the apron strings. Now, I'm on the outside looking in. Frank, I've made my mind up.
I know we've been through a lot the last few months, but I don't want to keep going over old ground. It's all behind us now, finished.
Now, come on, you two, go to sleep.
You sound like me dad.
You cock your ears, mate. You'll hear Mum and Dad shouting all over the country. Yeah, sit down, mate.
What can I do for you, anyway? Mummy, Dad asked me to bring these sweets round for Leo and Gemma. You know, for trick or treat.
Oh, nice one. You had to give them some gear, you know.
Yeah, well, you know me, Dad.
Hey, Mike. Don't seem your normal perky self. College getting you down?
No, college is sound. It's hard work, like. It's just I'm in need of a bit of cash.
Well, don't you get a grant?
Yeah, but I bought a keyboard for the band.
Oh, second-hand, like?
Brand new. On HP.
How much are you into?
That's nearly 1,400 in all.
What? What'd your Mum and Dad say? They don't know, do they?
Well, I mean, I'm not bothered about it, like.
Provided you can earn the cash.
Yeah, it's gigs I'm after.
Listen, Mike. I've been in debt myself. And it starts to take over. You know the worry of it. Now, I hope you get your gigs. But do yourself a big favour. Tell your mum and dad that you're in debt. Because I've been there and it's tough. And believe me, Mike, it could get tougher.
Right. I'm off to organise some ale for the wedding. Your mum's in the bath, so you two little birds are on your own. And hey, no hanky-panky.
See ya.
He's up for it, isn't he?
I know, I haven't seen him so excited for years.
How's things with him and your mum now?
Well, so. I mean, she reckons she's got it all sorted out.
What?
Well, now you come to mention it, I don't know.
Oh, I hope to be all right in the day. No knocking.
No, they won't. I think she's accepted the fact that I'm making the right decision now. I just get the feeling, though, she's trying to tell me something. You know, something big.
Well, maybe your dad's told her about me packing in college.
Yeah, maybe.
There's this fella on the same course as me. He's a mature student. He was saying, like, we'd be missing out on our youth because we'd be into dirty nappies and bottled milk.
Well, what's wrong with that? I mean, it's our decision, isn't it?
I know, but because we'll see all our mates enjoying themselves and going on fancy holidays, it's all the more important that we realise there's going to be sacrifices.
I have thought about this, Owen, and I know it's going to be hard, but, well, in a cranky sort of way, I'm looking forward to it. This baby's going to be a part of my life, our life. And even if we want to go hiking round Europe, we will do with the baby in a sling.
As long as we're both really sure we know where we're coming from.
You're not having second thoughts, are you?
No.
Well, good. I wouldn't want you to go through with this if you had any doubts.
Hope you don't keep me waiting at the altar this long.
You'd wait forever, wouldn't you?
Provided it was more than 5 minutes, yeah?
I won't be long now.
Be ready by the wedding, will you?
Can't wait. Mr. and Mrs. Colhill.
Yeah. Oh, that's another thing I want to get sorted out. Now that we're getting married, how do you get paid?
In money.
Yeah, is it in cash in hand like or check?
Cash. Are you sure?
No, it's just that I was thinking we should get it put into a joint bank account, that's all.
Oh, I prefer to leave things the way they are. I like cash.
Well, you can get a cash card.
No.
Surprised they still pay you in cash anyway. Let's get it put into a joint account.
I just want to keep things simple.
Well, a checkbook is simple. You just sign your name and write the amount.
I want to do things my own way.
Well, look, the mortgage is going to be in both our names, so it makes sense to have a joint bank account, doesn't
I don't want a joint bank account.
All right. What's the matter with you?
I feel as though you're pressuring me into doing something I don't want to do.
Pressure? I'm just trying to give you a bit of freedom with a checkbook, that's all.
I don't want a checkbook. Oh, sorry.
What's the matter with you?
Nothing, honest. It's just this job interview tomorrow.
Is this all that's bothering you?
I'm gonna look a mess. Can you get me a tissue, please?
Yeah?
One woman wants an apology from her ex-lover who stole her car and ran out on her when she was pregnant. Too right. That's Forgive or Forget, next on Living.
Do you really want to live so close to the school?
Well, it has its benefits, doesn't it?
Like what? Being able to walk home after parent-teacher meetings?
Well, it'd be better than having to drive miles.
Well, I'd much prefer it if you were away from the place. You'd be too handy. I learnt that in my job.
We all did.
Well, I think we should go for the house, you know, rather than that bungalow.
I thought you were relishing the challenge of that garden.
I am. I mean, I would be, but I just don't want us in a situation where you feel you can't get away from work. That house we'd just been to see was all right.
All right's never good enough, as I often heard a father tell his children. 4s. It's small, it's compact, it's easy to maintain. You won't need ladders. There's only one small bedroom, so the kids won't overstay their welcome. You like the garden. It's close to the school, and the estate agent says we're close to most amenities.
Against. It's too close to this school.
Okay. Out of the 2 houses, you're not really that bothered. So why don't I go into the school and sort out some of my business, and we'll go back later to Brookside Close and make up our minds, with me having the casting vote.
Oh, I understand now. We'll be democratic, and then we'll do it your way.
I'll change the habit of a lifetime. And while I'm gone, please think about shaving that beard off.
New town, new image.
It makes you look older.
What do you mean? I think it makes me look more distinguished.
Extinguished, you mean? You look past it.
Oh, show me. A charm like that, they're going to love you at this school. Now, go on.
Not moving me men, are you, son?
Who, me?
Yeah, you.
I wasn't cheating, Dad.
Good. There you go, mate.
Your move.
Yeah, I'll have to teach you chess next time, son, won't I?
Can I join the school's chess club, Dad?
Didn't know they had one.
I told you.
Never heard it.
Last night, when you're on the toilet.
You don't say on the toilet, you say in the toilet.
That sounds worse.
All right, in the bathroom then.
If we move house, will I still be able to go to Manor Park School?
Hey, listen, son. There's going to be people looking at this house for ages. I mean, lots of people say they like it, but they don't all come back.
What if they buy it?
Then we'll get another place. Bigger and better.
I don't want to move.
Listen, son. I don't think those last people will come back. And if they do, well, we'll just face that when it happens. All right?
Thank you. Yes?
Mrs. Rogers?
Yes?
Hi, I'm Barbara Harrison, the new deputy head.
Oh, pleased to meet you.
Thanks. I wonder if I've done the right thing now. This place just seems so big.
Oh, you get used to it.
Hope so. The head said to get some copies of various timetables from you.
Oh, well, nobody mentioned it unless there's a notice somewhere. No, I'm sorry.
Oh, dear. I was hoping to get some of it under my belt.
Well, I've got some spare copies. I mean, I can run them off for you in a minute. Mind you, the photocopy's been fixed.
Ah, that's a surprise. School photocopier broken.
It's a feature of your teaching career, is it?
You couldn't beat the old spirit duplicator. Only one big moving part. The arm. What's the staff like? If you want to know what the staff are like, never mind the records, ask the secretaries. Secretaries will always know who's doing what and to whom. And in any case, I love a bit of gossip.
Well, this lot are mostly all right. There are one or two peculiar ones, but you won't need to ask anybody who they are.
Good. I like my psychopaths to be noticeable. My husband's waiting outside. We're going to see a house, so if I call back later, will it be ready then?
Oh, I'm sure it will be. I'll ask the head. I'll make sure you have everything you want.
Thanks. Bye.
Happy house hunting.
Thanks.
Oh, I thought I could hear something skulking around. I said good morning. Oh, sorry, you didn't hear. Deaf as well as daft. God, you're full of the joys of spring this morning. I didn't get my job. What? I didn't get the job I went for on cosmetics counter in the department store. Oh, not good looking enough? I wish it was that. Did a woman interview you? Yeah, how did you know? Well, women don't fall for all that fluttering eyelids bit like men do. Women just go for the best person. But I didn't even get interviewed. Well, how did you get the knockback then? Right, I had to sit a test and I failed. Well, I feel terrible. Yeah, so now you know what rejection feels like. Now you know how me and Tomo are going to feel when you and Rod kick us out. We didn't mean to upset you, you know. Don't start all that. We're dead upset about this. And I've been doing my homework about landladies and tenants' rights, so things might not be as good as you think.
Teddy? Teddy?
Hey. Why did you leave those alone?
Sorry, son.
You shouldn't even be prying in that lot.
I was only hoping to clear up.
Look at that. Even though they're dead, your birthday's still not forgotten.
I'm sorry if we're taking up your time.
No, it's all right. Just wish you'd have had a drink, though.
Thanks. We're going to that Albert Dog place. Is it nice?
Yeah, there's plenty to see.
Well?
Well? Have you got somewhere lined up?
No, when it's sold, we move.
Shall we? Excuse us, sir.
Come on, say I hate the place.
Well, we've had our final tete-a-tete, and we feel we'd just like to give the back fence the once-over again, and we'll be putting in an offer this afternoon.
There. What's this? No wonder you didn't get your job. It's a pen and a piece of paper. I knew that. I need a reference off you before I leave, because most landlords have bad memories once they're not getting money off you. Reference for what? A reference for the next landlord. Tell him or her that I've been a good tenant, paid me rent on time, and I'll clean up this dump. I don't know what you mean, but Rod will do it. Look, I don't want Rod to do it. You were the landlady, remember? You handed out the rent books. I only did that because I thought it was the right thing to do. Oh, it was? And giving a good tenant a good reference is also the thing to do. I can't do it. Oh, what's wrong? Still in a sulk because you didn't get your job? Just write it. I can't. Look, just write it. I'm going to need it. I can't. Look, you, I'm not letting you get away with this. If I wanted Rod to do it, I'd have asked him. But I don't. I want you, Lady Di, to do it. Just leave me, please. What are you making so much fuss about? If you can't do joined up writing, block capitals will do. Is that it? You can't do joined up writing? Well, I don't care. Just write it. I can't. Why not? Because I can't write. What? I can't read and I can't write. That's why I failed the entrance test. Diana, don't be soft. Of course you can write. I can't. Diana, you work in a chemist. You must have poisoned half of Liverpool if you can't read prescriptions. I don't do prescriptions. I work on a computerised till, and the boss knows. Does he? Well, I don't believe you. Maybe your handwriting is bad, but it doesn't mean to say that you can't read or write. I can't read and I can't write, and I hate myself for it. And people like you just make it worse.
Terry, I've told you there's a butty down here for you. Cup of tea here for you, Jack.
Oh, cheers. Said he was getting himself a shave.
He looks knackered to me.
He is.
You should get him out for a pint or something.
I've already asked him a couple of times.
Well, I'll have to ask him again. I mean, we can't leave him stewing in there, can we?
Heard he had a go at you the other day.
Did he tell you or did Mick?
Didn't know Mick was here.
Well, it's a good job he was. I mean, someone could have ended up getting there, couldn't he? I mean, not that I'd go with him, like, but I mean, he just flipped, Jack.
Said it was about you and Sue again.
What about me, Sue?
Oh, you know. He said he was having a go at you because, well, he felt you never really liked it.
Oh, come on, Jack, I mean, things weren't that bad between us.
Yeah, I know that, son. And Art said he knows that when you did those things to her...
When I did what things? I mean, I never did anything to Sue.
All right. I don't mean you actually did anything to her. I mean, well, I was the same with her, wasn't I? I gave her the cold shoulder when all that news about Danny not being Terry's son came out. Look, he knows that you only did what you did to try to protect him.
Yeah.
Look, you don't have to convince me, Bass. I understand your motives. And Teddy knows you would never have done anything to really hurt her.
Not mine.
Thought you were going to have a shave and smarten yourself up.
Thought you might want to go for the pint, sir?
Yeah, it is your birthday, son. No, we're not on about a party or anything like that. It's just, well, to get you out of here.
Just a pint, eh? Last time I went for a drink, I can't remember where I was or what I was doing.
We'll be looking after you.
Look, don't you hear what I'm saying? There's hours of my life missing.
Yeah, but you've got the bloke now, haven't he?
Yeah, but I still might have done it.
Don't talk nonsense, lad. You wouldn't have done it.
How do you know? You weren't with me, were you?
Terry.
Look, the last time I saw Sue, I was mad with her, wasn't I? I wanted to kill her. But I had to get away, because I saw her with that smarmy, flash-suited...
Well, that's the point, Terry. It was him, wasn't it?
But I don't know where I was.
Look, you were blathered. You wouldn't have done anything to her.
How can you be so sure? How can you be so sure that you trust me? How can I put my hand on my heart and say I trust you or I trust me dad? I mean, we only think we know each other, don't we? I don't even know myself well enough to believe that I couldn't have done it to Sue and Danny.
But they've got the bloke for it now. They'll prove it in court and he'll go down.
Yeah, but this claim could be innocent, couldn't he? It happens all the time. Then it's on my conscience that there's an innocent man in jail.
But the bloke's a nutter. Well, 'cause he's in the law, he'll be getting some posh brief to try and defend him and get him off. And he might do that. And that'll be an injustice, because everyone will know he did it. And you'll go on punishing yourself.
Yeah, but I can't stop thinking that I might have done it. I mean, my dad's alibi was a joke for a start, wasn't it? So my name's back in the frame.
So why haven't they arrested you? Hey? Why aren't you being interrogated? Because the coppers know they've got a good case against this Curtis fella.
But it's still at the back of my mind that I might have done it.
I'm starting to feel pretty good about this place.
Yeah. Oh, that must be the shortcut to the shops and the school that the estate agent was talking about.
There's things going on in the city. I love the thought of all these cinemas and the theatres.
I'm famished.
Well, as soon as I've picked up the timetables and things from the secretary, we'll go and eat.
Well, don't be too long about it.
What's wrong?
What?
John, we've been married long enough for me to know when something's on your mind.
Well, I must be getting soft in my old age, but that chap... I get the feeling he hasn't got a wife, and it's like we're turfing him and his children out onto the street.
I hadn't thought about it that way.
Hmm.
Well, his landlord might have helped him find somewhere else. I do feel a bit mercenary about this, but, I mean, it's not really our problem, is it?
No. But I can't help feeling uneasy about it, especially with that child of his looking so upset.
John, we need to get ourselves sorted out. And I don't want you worrying about this and getting yourself unwell again.
Oh, all right. I'll drop it.
Come on. Let's get finished off at the school.
Yeah. Anyway, they're going to make an offer this afternoon. So, I'll probably be out by Christmas.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mick.
Yeah. Goodbye, Brookie Close, eh?
Where will you go?
The whale's me oyster.
Yeah, but who wants to live in an oyster?
Pearl Bailey.
Leo's joke again.
Oh, I don't know what I'm going to say to the kids, Mars.
You dropped any hints?
To Leo, I have. But I didn't want to worry Gemma. She's only just started sleeping properly since Josie left.
But have you even started looking for somewhere else?
No. I suppose I got caught in the up. I had a feeling they were going to come and buy the place, but you know what it's like.
You'll have to get down the housing and start looking in the agencies.
Yeah, I know. I'm going to have a go at the Housing Association before I get a private landlord, though.
Look, I'm not trying to get you down, but it is hard finding somewhere decent to live.
That's what comes of selling off council houses, isn't it?
Yeah, but you'll be all right, because you've got kids.
Yeah, I know that, Mars. I'm talking about the general situation. You know how hard it is getting your own place.
Yeah, well, I found somewhere now.
Nice one. Where?
Oh, I may as well tell you. You're going to find out anyway.
Ellis. Does Sinbad know?
Yeah, he wasn't very happy, but it was getting a bit awkward at his place.
I can't say I blame the man. Living without Ellis.
I'm not living with him. I'm just in the same building.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, you're just like Sinbad. Ellis is just...
Ellis is just Ellis.
Look, he's someone who likes to live on the edge. He's exciting, but I wouldn't want to go out with him ever again.
Sinbad doesn't believe that, does he?
He will do. Time will tell.
Yeah, well, Ellis is living on the edge, puts him close to trouble always. So I'd watch whoever and whatever's going on in that flat.
He never dirties on his own doorstep.
Oh, too true, he doesn't. He'll find somewhere more convenient.
The way you talk, you think he was some sort of gangster.
Well, you know, Mars. Anyway, I don't want him around me.
He might know of someone who could help you out with somewhere to stay.
I don't need our Ellis adding to my problems at the moment, Mars. I've got enough on my plate to sort myself a new job and finding somewhere for me and the kids to live.
Is Diana in?
Suppose so.
What's that supposed to mean?
Do you know what, mate? You'll do dead well in your sergeant exams.
Diana?
Coming down now.
She all right?
God, is it like this in all policemen's houses? Everyone's got to be interrogated.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Nice day.
Yeah, you? Right, come on, what's gone on? Have you said something to her?
Why should it have anything to do with me, eh?
What's up? Well, she had to go. What's wrong with her?
She's upset, can't you tell?
I can see that. I want to know what's happened.
All right, I'll tell you what's happened. She's embarrassed. Dead embarrassed. And you want to know why? Because some poxy male interviewer knocked her back because she wasn't showing enough cleavage.
Is that right?
Of course it's right. I mean, there's nothing wrong with her. She's good-looking, intelligent, and too nice to tell the truth about a sexist interviewer.
Is that what happened?
See? Too nice. I'm going. Ta-ra.
Hey, I'm sorry I forgot about the interview. I got dead busy.
It's all right.
No, I should have remembered. I should have called. So was it really that bad at the interview then?
No. She was just exaggerating for some reason. The other girls were just better than I was.
Yeah, well, if they were better than you, they must have been brilliant.
Thanks. I've got something to tell you.
Not before I tell you this. The reason why I'm late, right, is I've just paid the last of our honeymoon.
Great. I wish you'd tell me where we're going.
No chance. Bring mittens, though.
Are we going skiing?
No. Half a bikini'll do. It's great, innit? It's all fallen into place. Got the wedding booked, honeymoon paid for, and tomorrow we'll go for the wedding rings. So, what is it you want to tell me?
Oh, nothing. It'll wait.
All right.
I'm fine. I don't need her, I don't need company, and I don't need sympathy. Just do one, will yous?
I'm only talking about a couple of hours out of the house.
Teddy, you must be getting claustrophobic in here.
Great, I love claustrophobia.
Oh, come on, son.
For God's sake, look, will you just go if you're going for a pint? Look, here, I'll even give you the money if you want. Now just get out, will you? Go on.
You're just upset.
Right, that's it. Come on, the pair of yous. Out. Go on.
Teddy, we're only trying to help.
I don't need any help. Just get out, will yous?
Terry!
Dad, just don't start, all right?
Hey, put that down, eh?
Look, there'll be no trouble if yous go now. Now, go!
Terry!
Get out!
Now, you won't do nothing stupid with yourself, will you, son?
Don't be soft. Just go now, please.
Come on, Terry.
Well, it's all in here. Everything you'll need to help you get to sleep.
Thanks a lot.
Oh, how'd you get on with your house hunting?
Great. We think we found what we're looking for.
Oh, excuse me. Sure. Oh, let me introduce you. This is Mrs. Harrison, the new deputy head.
Oh, Barbara, please. We've heard lots about you. All good. I'm Anne Ford, head of history. Oh, good. I'm just taking home some curricular stuff to read. My degree's in history.
Oh, well, that'll keep me on my toes. Well, I look forward to meeting you again in
January.
Great. Excuse me. Sure. Results from history test, Chrissy. Yep, all here. So the house.
Yes, we found a nice bungalow over in Brookside Close.
Oh, that's where I live.
Oh, the man in the house said one of his neighbours worked in the school.
Oh, well, that'll be me, Chrissy Rogers.
Oh, so if we get the place, we'll be work colleagues and neighbours. We'll be able to walk to school together.
No, not really. I'm going to teachers' training college.
Great. From typewriter to chalkboard.
Yeah, I'm really excited.
So will you be here when I start in January?
No, I think I'll have given my notice in by then.
So we'll just be neighbours then?
Yeah.
Well, I wish you the best of luck. I hope you get what you want.
Thank you.
Chrissy? Look, I know you were thinking about it, but I didn't realise you were giving a notice in. Not quite so soon, anyway. Well, what'll you do between now and the course?
And I can't stand it anymore. I don't mean here. I mean my life at home. I can't stand it. I've got to get away as soon as possible.
I see. And Katie?
Well, I've thought it all through, and I think it's best she comes with me.
But she's feeling so much more settled here now.
And I know, but there's nothing else I can do.
So how does your husband feel about it?
He doesn't know yet. That's the next hurdle. Telling him once and for all, it's all over.
Apologies coming up all round from repentant wrongdoers in Forgive or Forget next.
Right, what do you think? Hang on.
Oh, Sammy, what are you doing?
Stand still.
Look, love, I don't need a hat.
Yes, you do. You're not coming to my wedding without a proper hat.
I'm going to wear the one I wore for your cousin Lisa's do.
Don't that looks like a flower pot with a dead plant in it?
Hey, you, that cost me £15 from Debenhams, that hat.
Yeah, well, you were robbed.
And what do you think? Or do you think like a wide-brimmed one?
Can we go now? I've got netball Charles' first period after dinner.
I get her the morning off school to go shopping, and all of Friday off for the wedding. All she can think about is how soon she can get back to school.
No, I don't mind missing double match. Just want to be back in time for netball.
So come on, what hat?
Oh, look, love, I honestly don't need another hat. I'm going to wear the dress I bought for Lisa's do.
Matching flower pot.
Hey, you, it's real silk, that dress.
Well, you're not wearing second-hand gear to my wedding.
Sammy, it's hardly second-hand.
Yeah, you're all right. You don't make enough noise to wake the dead. Sorry.
Is he in, Sinbad? Have you seen him?
Well, he was in 5 minutes ago because he sucked the milk in.
Terry! Terry, come out, will you, mate? Look, you can't spend the rest of your life in there.
Dozy, shopping list.
Oh, God.
And if you want fresh flowers instead of silk for Casey's headdress,
Flowers?
have a word with the florist. I'll organise the cars while you're gone.
Can you give our Jeff a ring, please? See if he can make it for the wedding.
I'm not wearing flowers on my head.
Cars, ring Jeff.
Florist, pick-up dress from hire shop, shoes, white stocking.
I'd rather wear a flower pot.
Oh, my mum's dress, my mum's hat, stuff for Spain.
I'd rather wear a stuffed bird.
Right, are we ready?
What was the name of that car I Mick mentioned?
Dawson's.
Dawson's.
I'd rather die than wear flowers on my head. What if anybody sees me?
He's just standing there shouting.
Oh, don't stare.
Aren't you supposed to be at work by now?
Nah, it's too late to bother now.
Why'd you do that?
Because I've got a cold, that's why.
No, I mean, why'd you pretend to read magazines and that? Can you really not read?
No.
Well, do you know what that says?
No.
But you can read some of the letters, can't you?
Some of them.
OK, well, what does that one say then?
G, is it? Oh, I don't know. I'm going back to bed.
I've been looking for you. Where have you been?
Self-defense. Yeah, go on, attack me.
Oh, God, do I have to? Come on. I'm not in the mood for this. I've got one of my headaches coming on. Ah! I'm a broken arm.
Refresher classes, 9 to 10 Mondays. Should have come.
Not if it's choice between that and another hour's kip. Don't be harming you,
Stop moaning, will you?
Hey, have you heard the rumour?
Which rumour?
The one that says we're off car park surveillance, briefing in 20 minutes.
Hey, I bet you they want us back in that arcade. There's something going on there, defo.
Yeah, death by boredom.
Guess who?
Hiya, Mars, yeah. How are you?
Fine. How are you?
Fine.
It was good Saturday, wasn't it? The film.
Do you want to do it again tonight?
I'm not sure if I can.
Oh, come on, Mars.
I genuinely don't know if I can or not. Mick's kids aren't feeling too well. This flu bug going round.
So we're going to be at Mick's all week?
Probably. Might be able to swing something for Wednesday, if you're interested. I'll pick you up off 5ish. Go for a drink.
Ah, lovely. So how's the flat?
Fine.
Is he here how much?
Who?
Him.
Oh, you mean Ellis Johnson? Yeah, all the time. There's always some kind of wild party going on at his. A lot of booze, a lot of coke. There's no point trying to sleep, is there, if there's a party going on in the room above? If you can't beat him, join him. It's a laugh a minute. Your face.
What's up, buddy?
You don't want to believe everything I tell you, you know.
How much can I believe?
Whatever you think is true. Do you think any of that was true?
Well, I don't know, do I?
Yes, you do.
Oh, look, Mars, it's just you and him. The past and all that. He's dead good looking and everything, isn't he?
So are you.
Come off it, Mars. Not even in the same league. He's the type of fella every woman fancies.
That's true.
He has, see?
Oh, you're going to start annoying me in a minute. You want to try believing in yourself a bit more?
Yeah, I haven't had much practice at it, have I?
Just here, thanks. Oh, it's ridiculous, all this money.
Mum, I'm only getting married the once. Yeah, and you don't have to bother for me, because I'm not getting married, not ever. So you might as well splash out now. Stop prancing about with you and give us a hand. I'm not prancing, I'm doing me plays. Right, we'll try the pink one on first.
Right.
Oh, the colour's yuck, looks like tin salmon.
Shut up.
You just asked me to help what you want. I'm just giving you my opinion.
Well, it is a bit bright. What do you think?
Mum, we'll be back at school for dinner time. Shut up. I like it, and I think the jacket's very flattering. Mum, I want to get back to school for dinner.
Yeah, you're right about the jacket. Hides a multitude of sins.
Oh, well, if I've got a figure like yours when I'm your age, I won't complain.
Hey, you? I said your age. I'm not that old.
Mum, come on, try the green on.
Look. I said we'd be back for dinner 1:30. All right. I like the shape of it, though, son.
Colour's yuck, though. Look, no one asked you. You did. Well, go and see if they've got it in a size 12 in a different colour then. They haven't. Well, go and look. Ask someone.
Katie, go and see if they've got something nice and cream for me, eh?
I don't know why I bothered to come. Well, all right then. Go and see if they've got any shoes that match your bridesmaid's dress. Yeah, okay. No, I'm not wanted. Oh, well, you should do. You've had enough hints.
Come on, you'd think I dreamt it or something. Stood there in the middle of that arcade, broad daylight. And this kid comes up and offers me 200 quid's worth of CD player. Says he can get anything else that I want. You say there's nothing going on.
OK, one kid on the rob, so?
So there was just something about him, the way he looks.
Like what?
I don't know. Kind of thin, something in his eyes.
Drugs?
No.
Anorexia?
Behave.
Well, you can't just go round accusing people of unnamed crimes because they're thin.
I'm not accusing them of anything. I'm just, well, curious, that's all.
Looks a bit mother of the bride-ish, doesn't it?
Well, Mum, that's what you are.
Sammy, I don't want you to think I was trying to spoil things for you.
I know.
It's just I want... Sammy, I don't want you to get to my age and then think, well, what have I done with my life, eh? Nothing. Apart from wash dishes and clean their clothes. Be there for someone when they needed me. Nothing.
Mum, I love him.
Oh, Sammy, do you?
It's a size 10, but it's the size of an army tent, so it's bound to fit. Shall I go through my shoes now? Oh, and don't forget, I've got to be back at school soon. Oh, sorry.
It's all right, we were just chatting. Well, come on, what do you think?
Looks like a tin of mushy peas.
Hey!
I'm only joking, honest.
Kate, will you go and play with the traffic?
Okay, I'll see you in the shoe department about 10 minutes.
Do I really look like a tin of mushy peas?
Yeah.
Come on, we'll try the cream on them.
Oh, yeah. I'm just getting a cup of tea in the aspirins. I won't disturb you. It's your house too, you know. Oh, it's dead interesting, this article. It's about wedding etiquette. You know, who does what, who makes the speeches.
I know what
and
etiquette is, thank you very much.
No, I know, it's
I'm
just
not stupid, you know.
No, I never said
I
that.
know you think I am.
No, I
You
don't.
do?
You said so often enough. I suppose you thought it was so thick I wouldn't notice. Well, I do notice. And it hurts. Look, all I'm saying is...
Just because someone can't read doesn't mean they're thick, you know.
No, I never said that.
Quite the opposite, in fact. Do you know how hard it is bluffing your way through things all the time? I know I'm slow. I can't help that. It's because I think about things deeply. Look, I'm really sorry. Honestly, I am. It's just, well, I've never met anyone who couldn't read or write before. I just thought everybody could. Well, they can't.
No, I know that
And
now.
it doesn't mean they've got no brains, and it doesn't mean people can make cracks about them all the time either. Look, I really am sorry. Honest. Okay.
Does Rod know yet?
No.
You haven't told Rod?
I can't.
Diana, you've got to.
I can't. And you're not to say a word about this either. To anyone.
I'll have to get going. Nick wants to be off again at 2:30.
Okay. All right, Buzz.
Did you see Terry after I left?
No. Mind you, the curtains were drawn later on, so we definitely must be still in there.
All right. I'll see you after, Danny.
Yeah, see you, Buzz.
Hey, yeah. Don't ever say don't spoil you.
What are they?
I don't know, tuna and cheese or something.
Yes, there's something I'm worrying about. Hey, this is brilliant, this. A week off work, and here I am caught up in a murder investigation, stuck in Manor Park eating tuna sarnies. Can't we go somewhere? It's just for a couple of days. Let's go down to London.
No, look, I can't leave Terry. I mean, not while he thinks he's still dead.
It's always Terry, isn't it, eh? Terry this, Terry that. I hate coming round here. I keep thinking...
Do you want to go for a drive or something?
Yeah.
All right, get in.
What I still don't understand is, how'd you manage to cope at the pharmacy? Well, I don't do prescriptions, like I said, and you just learn the shape and colour of things really quickly.
God, it must be dead scary.
You just have to think hard all the time. People who can't read have to be twice as clever as people who can. So, how did you manage to get through school without nobody realising? I don't know. I was a bit of a dreamy little kid, I suppose. Things just drifted over my head. And then there was all the trouble when my mum left. I really loved my mum. I don't know, I just couldn't concentrate properly after that. And then when I got to be about 8, everybody else could read, and I felt stupid saying I couldn't, so I started to pretend. I knew all the reading books off by heart. If there was a special reading test or something, I just pretended to be sick. And when I went to comp, I got put straight into the thick hose class, and I just stayed there. Do you mind if I have a look?
No? What do you think?
Will you do it for me on my wedding day?
Yeah, if you want.
So, when are you going to tell him then?
Rod.
Yeah. I've told you I'm not. I can't. He'll leave me. Oh, don't be stupid. Of course he won't. He will. Who wants to get married to some thick Dumbo who can't even read? Diana, you're not a Dumbo, but he'll think I am. I don't want to lose him, Nicky. He's the best thing that's ever happened to me. I love him. If he finds out after you're married, then he's got every right to kick off because you didn't trust him enough to tell him. He's a nice fella. And he thinks the world of you, and nothing's going to change that. But you've got to be honest with him.
You really don't understand, do you? I could tell him anything in the world, anything.
Then tell him this, then.
Except this. This is the one thing I can never tell him. It's like, I feel like I'm not a proper human being. The shame of it. I can't describe what it feels like. And I couldn't bear it if you knew. You're not to tell anyone this. Promise me. You've got to promise me.
Barry, I can't stop thinking about that photo Graham Curtis kept in his desk. I wish I'd never mentioned it now. I wish to God I'd never given it to the police.
Don't start having doubts now. You did the right thing.
Yeah, but if I hadn't told him about it, they wouldn't have charged him, would they?
Of course they would. Poxy little photo's not going to make any difference, is it? You charge him because he's guilty.
How do you know?
Of course he is. I mean, it's obvious, isn't it?
Well, I'm sorry, I just don't believe it. He's
Well-
not a violent man.
Well, who else did it then, eh?
OK, well, your mate Terry had a better motive than Graham did.
Terry, stop going on about Terry. Terry's in the clear.
Even you had a better motive.
Me?
Well, you did.
What are you saying? I flamed and killed her?
No, I am not saying that.
I killed me best mate's wife.
Well, just calm down.
What kind of fella do you think I am, eh, Fran?
Calm down.
What are you accusing me of killing her?
I am talking about motives, that's all.
Well, what motives? I never had any motives.
Well, you slept with her, for God's sake.
Sue told you then, eh?
She didn't mean to. I forced it out of her. It is true.
Yeah, that's true. Wanted to prove she was a slag.
She wasn't.
Wanted to prove she was.
What do you call a slag?
He was my best mate. She cheated on him.
I cheated on my husband. Does that make me a slag?
It's different.
No, it's not.
Anyway, in the end, I kind of... I don't know.
Did Terry know?
No.
Well, all right, suppose he'd found out. Then he'd have had even more reason, wouldn't he?
If Terry'd have found out, he'd have come gunning for me, not Sue. I swear to you, it wasn't Terry.
OK, you're right. I just don't think it was Graham either.
Well, let's just leave it to the busies, eh? I mean, that's what they're good at, isn't it? And listen, about me and Sue, nobody needs to know.
Nobody does?
Well, let's keep it that way, eh?
Why'd you get so uptight about it all? I've never seen you that nervous.
I wasn't nervous. It's just... Well, Terry's been through a lot. I don't want him going through any more pain. And Fran, the busies don't need to know either. OK?
Vicky, will you change with Kim? Yeah. Now, you're all a bit limp-armed in defence. Can I have a bit more aggression, eh? Right.
Sorry I'm late, miss.
OK. Ready? And again.
Social away or what?
What are you doing here?
Come straight for tea.
I wasn't actually expecting you.
Oh, no, it was only this morning. I was off. We had to go down to the high shops to do some shopping and things, you know, for Friday.
Look, I'm sorry, but I don't want to crush this very commendable enthusiasm, but to be honest with you, I'm looking for a permanent team to take us right through the season.
Yeah, I know.
Come on, Kim, jump for it! It's a great pity we're going to miss you a lot.
Miss me when?
when you leave, especially in games we're really going to miss you. It's quite a shock when your mum said you were moving out of the area. Do you know what school you're going to yet? Katie! Katie!
So you had a good day then? Got everything you wanted?
Yeah, everything. Shoes, my mum's dress. Oh, that's nice.
Who's it from?
Auntie Mel and Uncle Jack.
I've ordered the cars.
Oh, good.
What kind of dress did your mum get?
We'll have to wait and see. What do you think this is?
It's one of those liquidizers. You know, you stick into things.
Oh, yes, so it is. And what do you use it for, like?
Soups and things.
Oh, right. It's cream.
What is?
My mum's dress. Oh, she looked lovely in it. She was all right today, you know, Dad. Me mum, I mean. Well, we had a really good talk about things, and she just seems fine about everything now.
I knew she'd come round eventually. Mums, they can't resist weddings, can they? Hey, it's like Crimbo, this, isn't it? Can I open one?
Oh. Go back outside and knock.
Is it true?
Is what true?
Is it true?
What's the matter? What's happened?
Why didn't you tell me?
I did not tell you what.
How would you tell Mrs. Ford and not me?
Oh, my gosh.
You should have told me. You should have done, not it.
Look, calm down. Sit down. Just... Love, I did tell you. When we came back from Jeannie's, I wanted to be completely honest with you, and I explained it all to you then. Like, me coming back home, it was only temporary.
Yeah, but I thought...
And it is. I meant what I said, love. It's only temporary.
Yeah, but I thought... I want you to stay, Mum. Oh, please.
Katie, I've got to. It isn't working anymore, your dad and I, love. There's just nothing left.
There's us.
There's you.
Yeah, and I want you to stay.
I know, love. But, well, things change, people change. I know it hurts me too, but you can't just stop still however much you want to.
Am I coming with you?
Of course you are, if you want to. You know you've always got a home with me.
I just want you to stay here.
I know, love, but I can't.
When are you going?
I don't know. Soon.
Does my dad know?
Not yet. And I don't want you to mention anything to him or to Sammy or to anybody else. Promise. Katie, look, I am really sorry that you had to find out like this. I'd have given the world for it not to have happened. I wanted to tell you myself. Properly, at the right time. So please, please, don't let what happened to you happen to anybody else. I know it's wrong of me for asking you this, but it's not for my sake, it's for your dad's. I don't want him finding out accidentally from somebody else. I want to tell him myself. I owe him that. Katie, I know it's a terrible secret to ask you to keep, but for your dad's sake, you promise me you won't tell him.
I promise.
Thank you. We'll get our Sammy sorted out first, eh?
Real-life confessions of wrongdoing are coming up next on Living in Forgive or Forget.